Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Getting off to a beautiful start once again here in North Naples. I'm at Vanderbilt Beach Park, down at the south end of Vanderbilt Beach. It's about 7:30. We're going to take a little stroll up Vanderbilt Beach this morning. Still quiet here at Vanderbilt Beach Park. Look at that. Just a few beach walkers coming out. Some folks taking early morning pictures. It's kind of cleared off now. There's our sun. Air temperature right now, 56 degrees. Gonna get up into the mid 70s today here in North Naples. The water temperature, 60 degrees. The tide on its way in. A few of our little feathered friends down here, some seagulls. Way off in the distance, way off in the distance, the condos of Park Shore. Hit that share button, let everybody know you found me. Lindsay, good morning. You wishing you were here? Of course you're wishing you were here. There's a little sprinkling of seashells down here along the water line, the water's edge. They'll be getting pulled back out into the water as that tide comes in. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something cool. Ooh, there's a crown conch. It's an old one, but it's a crown conch nonetheless. Kind of seen better days. It's one of my favorite shells. I have yet to find a great big one yet that's uninhabited. I found a big one that was inhabited, but not uninhabited. The crown conch. Normally the shelling's better up the Delnor-Wiggins and down towards Clam Pass. Oh, there's a little tiny lightning whelk. But you never know. There's a nice little miniature lightning whelk. That's a keeper. That's definitely a keeper right there. I love it. See, you never know. It pays to look. Good things come in small packages sometimes. We'll see how far up the beach we get. Hopefully we'll make it up to Delnor-Wiggins. Maybe we'll see some dolphins heading down this way, passing by us. Got to see a dolphin yesterday. I got to see a dolphin yesterday morning before I started my live feed. That was cool. Just saw a little jewel box shell down here. What's left of a spiny jewel box. All its little horns are broken off. I found a couple of nice ones just recently. Whole live ones, beautiful. Wish they weren't alive, but I did get to get some video and photos of them anyway and share it. The spiny jewel box. Let's see if it's got any pink left inside. Yep, it's got a little pink left. Well, the shells are just kind of thinned out. There's just a little splattering of them here and there now. keep an eye to the ground. If I see something interesting, I'll grab it and share it with you. Just enjoy the views, the sounds. I wish I could share the serotonin with you, the happy gas. Good morning, Roberto. Kim, good morning. Don't be shy. Strike up a conversation in the comments. That's what I'm out here for. I'm out here for you to make new friends. Awesome friends. If you're watching this, you're a beach lover. You're good people. We got a wonderful beach family here. There's some folks out here. There's a lady up here shelling up ahead of me. Yeah, they're all getting pulled back into the water quick now. There's up at the north end of Vanderbilt Beach is a good spot. So you can see the waves lapping up here and just pulling these shells back out. It's kind of nice when you're shelling. It spreads them out, but it also pulls them back out into the water. It's a little easier to see them when the sun's hitting them too, especially when they're all dark like this. A lot of dark shells down in here. It's hard to see exactly what's what. We got a lot of ground to cover. We'll find something cool. Morning. I gotta look up too, because I don't want those dolphins sneaking past us. A little turkey wing shell. You see how it gets its name, the turkey wing? Looks like a turkey wing fanned out. Part of the arc family. We have turkey wings and mossy arc shells here. Here's a mossy arc. People get the two confused. Put them side by side once you see them together. Hang on. The mossy arc on the left. The turkey wing, very obvious when you see the turkey wing, all the stripes. But both arc shells. Ooh, there's a big kitten's paw. Not huge, but bigger than usual. The kitten's paw. I have a feeling if Daryl came to our beach, he would have buckets of kitten paw shells. There's the umbrella man over there. Follow. Getting ready for a busy day. You guys doing good? Awesome. My favorite place. I highly recommend the Vanderbilt Beach Resort. As a matter of fact, if you went right now and Googled Turtle Club Live Cam, Turtle Club Live Cam, Naples, just get Turtle Club Naples Live Cam in there. You can see me standing out here on the beach right now. I'm looking right up at their camera. It's right up top on the roof up there. Check it out. You can see this beach 24/7 right here. That's your best value for staying on the beach here in Naples, period. Not just North Naples, Naples. You know, everything's expensive on the beach, but that's your best deal right there. The Vanderbilt Beach Resort. Gonna pick up the pace here just a little bit. I usually just kind of lollygag, just meander, I kind of zigzag back and forth. I do want to get up to Delnor-Wiggins, see what's going on up there. There's a nice looking little baby Florida fighting conch. Nice looking shell. That one's got a lot of stripes. Somebody's home in there, I think. Yeah, that's a live one. There's a little fighting conch in there. Well, that is a beautiful, beautiful shell. Nice home. Look at the patterns on that one. Wow. I don't know why what the green's coming from. Weird. Surprised it hasn't come out and poked me yet. I swear there's somebody home in there. No dolphins yet. Those dolphins can come by at any time. Playa off in the distance there on the right. Oh, here's an olive shell. Could be empty. Nice colors on it. Could be an empty one. Oh, right next to it. There's an olive and an old apple murex laying right next to it. The apple murex here. And the olive. Let's see. Nobody home. That's a nice olive shell right there. That's a beauty. Nobody home in there. It's got a couple shells stuck in it. Seems like you always find them like that with other shells stuck in them. There's the olive. Beautiful. I'll keep that one. I'll be a keeper. What you got cooking today? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Thursday's usually like the blah day. Looking forward to the weekend. Your Friday night. This water was going to be a little bit clearer this morning just because of it calming down. Good morning. But not yet. Looks about just as cloudy as it was yesterday. Especially with the tide coming in. Usually when the tide comes in, it's when that water's nice and fresh and clean. I do see red tide on the map up to the north, up in northern Florida, up by the Panhandle. I've been seeing red tide. There's another olive shell buried in the sand. Uh-oh. Don't get washed away. It's right down here. Looks like a nice one. Oh, yeah. That's a good size one, too. Gotta love it. Another empty. Beautiful olive. That's a good size one there. Gorgeous. Just these little pockets of shells. Boom. Yeah, there's nothing and then a little pocket of shells, which is cool. Because they're all, like I said before, nice and spread out with the tide coming in. Makes it super easy now, the sun hitting them. You know what's funny? Is you can walk along this row of shells right here on this side and look at them and not see something, and go look at it from the other side and you'll see something. Oh, I just saw a little fighting conch crawling around down here on the beach. That little one right down there in the middle. He was just crawling along. It was just crawling along. That's a tiny one. One of our friends, you may remember Nana from Delnor-Wiggins, walking the beach. We'd see her in the mornings. I still see her walking the beach in the mornings. She was so happy yesterday morning. I saw her walking up the beach, and she said she saw a live seahorse on the beach and was able to put it back in the water. I'm like, man, I wish I'd seen that. That was so cool. I've only seen a handful of seahorses in all the years I've been walking the beach here. But I'm walking back down the beach after talking to her, and I see a seagull running around with something in its mouth, and lo and behold, it was the little seahorse. I kind of stomped my foot and said, "Drop that thing." They didn't listen to me. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. The circle of life. That's how it goes. We're not supposed to meddle with it. Not supposed to interfere. Sometimes it's hard though, isn't it? Oh, I see one of my favorites. And another olive shell. Oh, wow. Remember I said there's not much on Vanderbilt Beach? Well, it's making a liar out of me. A little shark eye here. My favorites, one of my favorites, the shark eye, moon shells. Where was that olive? Is it empty? I might have a jar of olives. It's empty. Another little olive. An olive and a shark eye. So it was a week ago today that I lost my little fur baby, Amelia. I'm still missing her. Missing all of our fur babies. Her being the most recent. She was Daddy's little girl. I'll tell you what, she was always at my feet. Sitting at the door waiting for me, her and her brother Mason. When I get home from the beach, they're always sitting out by the gate. It hurts. The day you get those little babies, you know they're going to break your heart. But last night we had a pizza. That was the first pizza we had since Amelia left, and it was tough. I haven't had a pizza crust in a long, long time. I would always give the outer edge of the crust to my fur babies. That was, they knew when pizza was coming. It was just a weird feeling. I'm not filling up a water bowl in the morning. Oh, look at that old scallop. A lot of you have shared the same broken heart. I know that. You know very well what I'm talking about. But you know they're in a better place. Wow, there's a little teeny lightning whelk. How cool. It's a pretty nice one too. Oh my goodness. A baby lightning whelk and a baby crown conch. Look at that. Two little gems. Wow, the crown conch's missing its point, but look at those little baby shells. The miniatures. That's a Barb Grove. Remember Barb Grove, the shell lady? That's who taught me the names of these shells. She called them her miniatures. She liked the minis. Now let's see some mini dolphins. That'd be sweet. Another common shell here. I forget to pick them up. I believe this is... I hadn't done any shelling for years. No, that's a calico. I didn't do any shelling for years because I couldn't see because of my stupid cataracts that I was neglecting to get taken care of. It's like a whole new world now. I love it. Thanks to my beach family. Sorry if I'm boring you with the shelling. It is an absolutely gorgeous day, Connie. Gorgeous morning. It'll be a beautiful day. The forecast was calling it partly cloudy this morning. I didn't see any clouds. Ever since our local chief meteorologist, Matt Devitt, got canned from Wink TV, their forecasts have been kind of off the mark.
I have the treats right here.
Ooh, there's a lace murex. Wow. Oh, glistening. A lace murex. Cool, cool, cool. It's a little beat up. Still beautiful. I'm keeping it. I'm going to be a shell hoarder. The lace murex. You learning anything? I hope you have learned a little bit about our marine life and our seashells. I try to share what little bit I know with you. And some of our friends watching do the same. I get stumped on stuff. I can't remember the names of it, and they help me out. I really do appreciate that. There's a swimmer out there. They come out here and swim a couple miles up and down the beach each morning. There's only one of them out there this morning. Usually a whole group of them. Just see one. Yeah, we're up to La Playa. It's about the halfway mark on Vanderbilt Beach. It's a little north of halfway. Morning, Connie. So calm. Just a very light breeze coming out of the northeast, I think. It's going to shift around to more to the coming out of the west later today, and it's going to get up to around 10 miles an hour. So it'll be a little breezy later on in the day this afternoon. I like it when I don't have to use the auxiliary microphone and have that plugged into the camera. Makes it a lot easier when I can just use the built-in microphone. Are you the spotter?
I thought that dog was just making a chunk out of your leg. Wow.
That thing was looking for treats.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to play.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, it was a beautiful dog, but you're not supposed to have dogs on the beach here, unfortunately. I was never a big fan of that rule myself, being a dog owner. My dogs didn't love the water. They liked the water, but they didn't like baths. Go figure that one out. Well, actually, Mason, he was, I take that back. Mason and Amelia were pretty good. It was their mother, Annie, that put up a fuss when it was bath time. Yeah, there's always one kid in the crowd. Morning. Oh, this is what I'm looking forward to now. You see that up ahead of us? The sunlit beach. Yeah, baby. Get out from behind all these condos. Vanderbilt Beach is nice, but I'll take Delnor-Wiggins. I like my beach natural. Mother Nature takes care of the beach at Delnor-Wiggins. For the most part. I mean, volunteers and rangers, they pick up the trash that pigs leave behind. But other than that, they leave it pretty much alone, let Mother Nature run her course. And I don't mind that at all. That's what the beach is supposed to be like. Can't believe we haven't seen a dolphin go by. Now, I could have missed one. Just because we haven't seen one doesn't mean one hasn't gone by. Sometimes they blend in with the water when it's this blue-gray color. Those waves. So we got about, good morning, a mile to get up to Delnor-Wiggins now. This is going to be a nice beach walk this morning. You're getting your money's worth this morning. If you're liking what you're seeing, remember I get a penny for each star that you send to my videos on Facebook. Tips are always appreciated, actually preferred. You pay a fee for those Facebook stars. I pay a fee for those Facebook stars when you send them to me, so the tips go directly to me. I do depend on your support to make ends meet. I do pretty much spend full time on my social media here. But I'd rather be out here sharing the views with you than saying, do you want an apple pie with that order? Or welcome to Walmart. Although I think being a greeter at Walmart would be fun. They don't have any openings for greeters. I already checked. I'm on the list. I think it'd be fun. But anyway, if you like what you see and you want to support my efforts, you can find a link to my PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, all that happy stuff in the description of this post. And I do thank you. No fees in that. Morning. The water is definitely still cloudy. We're out in the sun. Just churned up. This is all relatively new beach sand here. It's only been in place for maybe about 3 months. It's already washing away. A lot of it's washed away already, unfortunately. That's how it works. It comes and it goes. And it comes back, too. Sometimes it keeps coming. It's funny how Mother Ocean can be. She giveth, she taketh, she giveth back. Sometimes she giveth a little more back. Then she takes it all back and then gives it back again. It's like you look at the north end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. She's been given a lot lately up at the north end of Delnor-Wiggins. They're supposed to be starting the dredging in February up there. They're going to dredge out Wiggins Pass. I didn't see any equipment staged anywhere yet. That's always interesting to see what's going on there. Roy used to be fascinated with that big old dredge. Ooh, another of my favorites, another shark eye. Yeah, baby. Nice. Another nice shark eye. Love it. Love it, love it. Good morning. You know what I'm not seeing down here? I'm seeing cockle shells, but I'm not seeing the great big giant cockle shells like you normally see. I'm just seeing smaller ones. Plenty of them, but just not the big ones. Like here's a smaller one. They're so pretty, the cockle shells. But I'm not seeing the big giant ones like we would see up at Wiggins. Maybe somebody collected them all. You know, there's people that are out just looking for one shell, and they just load up on them. I know somebody did that with fighting conchs. Now they have so many at their house, they don't know what to do with them. Old apple murex down here. Kind of like a keyhole. Nice size auger shell here. An auger shell. It's like kind of like a little drill bit. The auger. How many of you watching actually got to meet Barbara Grove, the shell lady? I know quite a lot of you did. She was awesome. She's still around. She just doesn't come down to Florida anymore. Oh, wow. A rose murex. A rose murex. So cool. I was wondering if I was going to see one of those. And it's empty. Nice. Empty except for another shell stuffed in it. Maybe I need to say there's no shells on Vanderbilt Beach more often. It's like Vanderbilt Beach is trying to prove me wrong. I said that earlier when I started. I said, the shelling's usually not that great here. It's better up at Wiggins. But I got a nice little collection of shells in my pocket already. Some nice olives. A lace murex, that rose murex. Need some dolphins out here though. Need some dolphins. The one thing I haven't seen along this beach is I've only seen a couple sea stars and they were dead. So I didn't bother showing them to you. There's a little piece of finger coral down here. A little piece of finger coral. Can you guess why they call it finger coral? Well, it's not giving you the finger, but something else that's neat here. It's just a sliver of it. I remember the pen shells, those big, flat, like scallop kind of shells that I share with you every once in a while. The pen shells. They get quite large. I haven't seen any along the beach here. But this is a little piece of one. I just want you to see the inside of it. Look at the iridescent colors on that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a rain. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? They make jewelry out of that. They just cut them into different shapes. Oh, dolphin, dolphin, dolphins. Come on, dolphins. Make my day. Everybody loves dolphins. Here's an interesting looking little slipper shell down here. It has attached itself to another shell. Look at that. It has become one with this other shell. That is wild looking. Look at that. I can't budge that off of there. It's like glued onto it. That is cool. Very cool. See if I can find another slipper shell. There's a slipper shell down here. There's a slipper shell that's not attached to anything. Why is it a slipper shell? Well, let's see. Flip it over, and it kind of resembles a little slipper. It all makes sense when you see the rest of the story. The slipper shell. Oh, here's one of those pen shells. Remember I showed you that little piece of one? That was down inside of it, but here's a pen shell here. The pens. Like a writing pen, P-E-N, pen shell. Good morning. Good morning. We're not too far from Delnor-Wiggins now. You having a good time? You enjoying the morning? You enjoying the walk? So far, it's been awesome. Great shelling morning, a great shelling morning. It's not like being out on the 10,000 islands, but it was fun. Well, this is cool. Looks like a rose laying on the beach. It's the top of a fighting conch shell. It looked like a rose. Doesn't that kind of look like a rose? You use your imagination. It's just the top of the inside of an old fighting conch, Florida fighting conch. Still pretty quiet out here. It's such a gorgeous morning. Yeah, no sandbars this morning. There's some sandbars right offshore here that when we have low tides, you can walk out on them and find some neat things. But not this morning. The tide's on its way in. Morning. There's another shark eye shell. How do people walk by these? This one's old. I'm going to leave it here for somebody else. It's a good starter shark eye. Nice size one too. It's got character, right? It's got some character. Good morning. So many healthy people out here. I love it. I saw this, let me wash it off. I saw just a tip of it sticking out of the sand. Let me see. It's nicer, old and beat up. Ooh, definitely lots of character on this one. A lace murex. Look at that. Look at that. That can be cleaned up, turned white real easy. Look at that. They're so cool looking. The lace murex. Boy, Mother Ocean is making me happy this morning. You know, I was feeling kind of down, and nothing like the beach to cheer you up. The beach and an awesome beach family. What's next? What's next? What other little treasures from the sea are we going to find? Good morning. Still waiting on those dolphins. Maybe they're hanging out at Wiggins Pass. Lucy, good morning. Beverly, it's always nice to have you tagging along with me. I wish you were out here tagging along beside me in person. I wish you all were here tagging along with me in person. Wouldn't that be a sight? There's a lot of folks that come down here for the winter time. Stay in these condos they either own or rent. They like to see what's going on. A lot of them are down here now. So I've been neglecting to show all of that. The concrete jungle, as I call it. Well, can you see Wiggins just beyond the condos? Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. It's a multi-award-winning Florida state park. It's been kind of beaten and battered by our hurricanes over the past several years. But it's slowly coming back, still beautiful, still has its beautiful mile-long beach to enjoy. Still very close parking to the beach. Get yourself an annual Florida State Park pass and enjoy the beach there and check out some of our other Florida state parks. We've got quite a few within 50 miles of here. I want to show you something here. Here's an olive shell, an old olive. You see that? You see that hole in the top of it? Hey, how you doing? That was done by another olive shell. They eat each other. They're cannibals. Another olive shell drilled into the top of that and sucked the olive snail out of it. Crazy, huh? People would run strings through these and make necklaces or chains. So those cute little things you see crawling around on the sandbars, leaving those little trenches, all those crazy patterns, those spiral little trenches that they leave. It's like they're lost, going around in circles. They can be mean and nasty to each other. Looks can be deceiving. What's the old saying? The wolf in sheep's clothing. We've got a lot of those around lately. It's going to be a nice walk back down the beach. It's going to be a late morning for me at the beach this morning. By the time I get back down to Vanderbilt Beach Park and then home. Morning, baby. Coming up to paradise, my little piece of heaven on earth, just ahead of us up there. You see this little thing floating out there? I've been seeing those as we've been walking down the beach. They are the buoys from crab traps that I'm assuming washed up into shore when it was rough out here last week. Because normally they put them, they're way out. Not way out, maybe half-mile offshore, if that. You'll just see a line of them as they drop them in the water. But I've been seeing these green ones up close to shore. Just the green ones. I don't know what the rules are, how far offshore you have to drop them. They're catching stone crabs. And they take one claw off it, the big claw, so it can still fend for itself. They're tasty, but man, they're so expensive. There's much better things from the sea that I can eat that are way cheaper than stone crab claws. And in my opinion, tastier. I love king crab legs. Oh. You gotta be super careful about that stuff with gout. Sometimes I'll eat some shrimp and it's fine. Others I'll eat one shrimp and boom, the gout starts flaring up. It's crazy. I hate being old. Here's that one little spot here where the shelling gets a little better. Good morning. But not seeing anything here. I think it's been picked through already. Well, there's an olive. Is it empty? Another beautiful one. Another beautiful nope. Somebody's, let me see if that's sand or an olive. I gotta wash it off. Could be sand. It looks like it might be an olive snail, but it could be sand, just wet sand in there. Nope, it's an olive snail in there. You see it in there? It's moving around very, very slowly. It's a beauty. It would have been a beauty. See you later, Olive. See all the shells just tumbling around down here? Slowly getting pulled back. There's a big turkey wing that's been just bouncing back and forth over here. Right down in here. It's just been rolling in and out with the waves. They're so pretty. I think I see a little tiny baby murex. I don't know what kind of shape it's in. That's broken. It was a little one. A little bitty murex. Well, a year ago I wouldn't have been able to see that. These are always so beautiful. They come in quite a few different colors too, or scallops. There it is. Heaven on earth. Delnor-Wiggins. I don't know what this is. It washed up on the beach during when one of our cold fronts was blasting through here, and looks like an old raft. A deflated raft. And it's been here. I don't know why they haven't pulled it out of the water. I could use Jason's tractor. It's been here for a while now. There it is. Heaven on earth. We are there. We have arrived. Almost in the park. Just getting ready to cross over the boundary here from North Vanderbilt Beach to Delnor-Wiggins. We are in the park. What an awesome walk, my friends. What an awesome walk. If you appreciate my efforts and would like to show some appreciation, tips are greatly appreciated. You can find a link to my PayPal account, my Venmo, my Zelle, all that fancy stuff in the text description of this post. Here we are. A mile of paradise. What do you think of that? You're wishing you were here with me? Duh. Of course I wish you were here with me. Beautiful weather. Temperature, probably low to mid 60s now. Look at that, the flag's barely moving. The green flag meaning water conditions are great. Come on in. There's 3 paddle boarders out in the water, up the beach a ways. I see our beach, some of my beach friends up there having a powwow. I love this park. I love sharing it with the world. All right, my friends, that's going to do it for our beach walk this morning. See what happens tomorrow. Happy Thursday. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for allowing me into your lives and onto your screens. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone. Tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, beautiful, and amazing country, the place that I so proudly call my home. God bless America, one nation under God. Keep her in your prayers. She needs them now more than ever. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.